Jacqueline. Welcome to Dreams of Music and Makeup, or welcome back if you are a regular consumer of my content. Thanks for being here either way. Today we're gonna do a different style of video than I've ever done before. I know I say that a lot, but I like trying new things for you guys to see what you like. So today I thought we would do a try-on haul of everything that I found at my latest Walgreens stop. I was really excited to stumble upon a lot of the latest launches from the drugstore at my local Walgreens, so I picked up a ton of them. A couple of things were flops for us today, but most of them worked out really well. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you like the sound of this video, please give it a big thumbs up if you're excited to try on all my new purchases with me. It's gonna be fun. Let's go ahead and get into this. Today we're gonna be trying on some new items on my blank face. I just got out of the shower and I was feeling excited for some new makeup. Some from Wet n Wild, I have a couple from Maybelline, and I do have one from Physicians Formula as well. Even a little Jordana mixed in there. So let's go ahead and get started. I didn't have any new brow products today, so I've just got my NYX Micro Brow Pencil, giving me a little bit of structure. Otherwise, I have done all my skincare, but we're gonna prime with something new today. And then we'll kind of jump up to the eyes because I do have some new eyeshadows to play with. For primer today, we're gonna try this Physicians Formula Spotlight Illuminating Primer. I've heard a couple of people say that this might be a dupe for the Becca Backlighting Backlight Priming Filter. Is that what it is? But it comes in this nice glass bottle. It does have a little pump, and we're gonna go ahead and prime. That is a pretty generous pump, and it is kind of an opalescent tone, so that's exciting. It doesn't smell like anything in particular. It's not particularly scented. We have that primer on. I'm gonna let that sit while we do our eyes. Sorry if I am sniffly at all today. I do have my third sinus infection since the fall. I am on antibiotics once again, and they are massive and expensive, so Lord willing, they will work this time. I also have to go see a specialist. I'm gonna put on some eye masks while we do our shadow today, because I'm just feeling like you can see how tired I am right now. So we're gonna go with this method for today. These are a favorite of mine. They're a little bit pricey, but I do tend to wait for them on Outlook, which is Nordstrom's flash sale site. They'll also work as kind of a guide for our eyeshadow, so if anything falls down, it won't stain my cheek. It does make it kind of difficult to look down, so if I look kind of awkward when I'm looking down, that's why. Let's talk eyeshadow, shall we? I picked up several new things I'm really excited for. I picked up one of their singles in the shade Nutty. These have been reformulated and repackaged, so this is what they look like now. For reference, this is the old packaging, this is the new packaging. Far more sleek, in my opinion. I'm really excited to try this out. I'm not sure where we're gonna use these yet, so I'm not gonna get started just yet, but let me walk you through what I've got. I always have the hardest time opening these. It's not exclusive to Wet n Wild, it's just drugstore in general. This particular clasp always breaks my nails, but I picked up two eyeshadow palettes. One is a palette that they have previously had and have reformulated and added a couple colors to, and one is completely brand new. This one is the Comfort Zone palette. This is the new version. So this has the original 8 colors here in the center and 2 additional transition shades that are completely matte. I'm really excited about this. I haven't gotten to play around with this one quite yet, but I am really excited for it. I also picked up this palette, which is called Rosé in the Air. This one is a dupe for a big part of the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia. Let me know if you guys would like me to do a specific dedicated video comparing this with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance. Modern Renaissance. Can I talk? I'm gonna do one eye off camera and then come back on and do the other eye with you guys, kind of like we do our eye tutorials, just so I can figure out what I want to do and not waste so much time here scrambling in front of you. Sound good? Alrighty, dreamers. Let's jump into this eye portion, shall we? I'm I'm gonna prime my eyelid with a little bit of Urban Decay Primer Potion. That's what I did on the other side. Dipping into that lightest matte shade, I'm just gonna set down the brow bone so that none of our transition sticks up higher than I want it to. And then I'm going to dip into this kind of more taupey transition shade at the top of the palette and start to build some definition into the crease. Or for me, slightly above the crease since I have hooded eyes. Now going into the Comfort Zone palette, I'm going to start adding this transition shade as well to kind of warm it up and deepen just below that more taupey shade. That built up about where I want it. Let's start deepening, shall we? What do they call this? The blending brush from Wet n Wild, that Pro Brush collection that I demoed on here a while back. I'm going to start stamping down on the inner and outer corner a light amount of a mixture of these transition shades. I'm mostly using this darker one here at the bottom, but I am mixing in just a tiny bit of this. That to the inner corner as well. Now reaching back into the Rosé in the Air palette, I'm gonna dip this Pro Dome pencil brush into that darkest shade. So tucking that into this outer corner out here where it meets the crease, and right here on that innermost corner. I'm picking up this Wet n Wild single in the shade Nutty. This is so creamy and delicious feeling. I'm gonna dab this on the center of my lid. I find that it makes the pearls kind of come out more if you kind of rub it and swirl it a little bit. Just to brighten that up even more, I'm going to top it with a couple of these Comfort Zone shades. I'm going to reach into this kind of taupey shade and top that up in the middle. And then just for a hint of gold, light gold shade in the Rosé in the Air palette, and just dab that there as well for a little extra glimmer. Picking up our original crease brush and just a little bit more of that warm transition from the Comfort Zone palette, I'm just gonna go over everything and make sure it's all blended to my satisfaction. Let's go ahead and peel off these eye masks. That's better. We have a little bit of eyeliner on. I am back with my dampened sponge. We're gonna try out a new foundation today. I found the new Wet n Wild Mega Cushion foundation at my local Walgreens when I stumbled upon all of this stuff, and I'm really excited to try it out for you guys. I haven't opened the seal. I did open it to make sure no one got in it before I did. You can see the bottom is clear, so that's the color. It looked as close as I could get to my natural undertone. I might have to lighten it up a little bit. Let's remove the sticker. I'm really excited. I don't think that I've used a cushion foundation. Well, no, I take that back. The first ever foundation I ever purchased was actually an Almay cushion, and I would dip my finger in it and cover up my blemishes, and that was all I wore. That was before I even had a purse. I don't even know how I snuck that into my house, but that's the last time I used a cushion anything. It's a little hard. There we go. Get some on there. We did already prime, so let's go ahead and just start going. Actually, it doesn't look like a bad match. I hope it doesn't oxidize or darken as it dries or anything. I would say it's giving me medium coverage right now. We'll see if it's buildable on my other areas. There is a light amount of scent to this. I'm really liking this coverage. I've only used the one other Wet n Wild foundation, which is the Photo Focus. I did review that recently. I did a full Wet n Wild brand review before stumbling upon these guys. I think this looks good. We'll see how it wears, if this holds up to my very hefty expectations. It says that this is a hydrating formula, that it contains natural coconut derivative, SPF 15, and that it is luminous, lightweight, and buildable. I was wondering if the luminous finish had anything to do with the primer underneath, but it appears that this is a luminous foundation regardless. You do get about half an ounce of product in here. You will go through this quicker than a pump foundation. For concealer, I'm going to reach for the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer that I've already reviewed for you guys a couple of times, so I'm going to do that off camera and then hop back over once we're ready to move on to the rest of the products that I purchased. I powdered my under eyes and then quickly stopped myself before I forgot my next step. I actually picked up this new liquid highlighter by Wet n Wild. This is their Hello Halo. I picked up the shade Gilded Glow. This is beautiful. I'm so excited. That is it right there. Whew. So beautiful. So it comes on this large doe foot like the Tarte Shape Tape does. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dab it. Wow. I'm going to dab it on the high points of my face. A little bit on my nose. Ooh. I'm going to pick up this Maybelline Face Blender again, and I'm going to use one of these sides here to kind of blend. I like to start with the smaller areas. I've worn this one other time just to get a feel for the formula and make sure that it didn't disrupt the foundation underneath, and this is just flawless. I love this. I'm not a huge fan of cream products as far as like cream bronzers, cream highlights, things like that, but I really like this one, and it behaves beautifully as a base for other highlights too, which I'm about to show off to you. I found more highlights. Are we surprised? I hope we're not surprised. I found 3 that I couldn't leave without. So I did pick up 2 of the new MegaGlo colors of highlighting powders by Wet n Wild. I picked up Blossom Glow and Golden Flower Crown. I tend to gear towards more gold highlights. Personally, that's my favorite. We'll also try this guy out. I'm thinking like inner corner for this one. Really want to try this. I have not touched yet. This I found at my local Walgreens as well. This is the new Maybelline Master Chrome highlight in the shade Rose Gold. Oh, I couldn't, once I saw it in person, I just had to have this. It just, oh, it's stunning. I need to see what this looks like. So we'll do this on my cheeks, and I'm thinking this on my nose. Then we'll do the other Wet n Wild one on my inner corner so that we can see all of them. I'm going to use this Wet n Wild highlighting brush from their Pro Brush set for the Maybelline one. Oh wow. That's intense and gorgeous. Wow. Okay. I'm going to bring it up like this. That's an intense highlight right there. I'm interested to see what it looks like on its own. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm gonna take this on my temples a little bit too. I'm gonna switch to more like the size of an eyeshadow brush for this golden flower crown shade that we're gonna put on my nose, just because I want a little more control with it. I'm gonna put that here. Ooh, intense. As well as down the bridge of my nose. That got really intense really fast. I don't really want that. No. That looks really intense. I'm gonna dab that with my blending sponge because that looks bad. Too much liquid highlight under there. There we go. That looks normal. I'll take this onto my Cupid's bow too. Now going in with a lot smaller brush, I'm gonna highlight my inner corner using this Wet n Wild Blossom Glow shade. Wow, that's pretty. Ooh, okay. I don't think there's anywhere else that I can put highlight on this face, so let's move on to a couple other things. I don't think I showed this on camera. This is the Burt's Bees blush in the shade Bare Peach. I picked this up because it looked similar to my high-end blush favorite, which is called Gina by NARS. It has been discontinued. This looks like a very similar shade. It's not exactly the same on the skin, but it's pretty dang close. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some bronzer and some brow gel, and then I'll be back. Okay, dreamers, I have two more items for you. I have one eye product and one lip product, and I forgot to curl my lashes, so BRB. I think I looked at this before, but just in case. Gosh dang it. Well, that's what I get for not double checking. This has castor oil in it. We're not gonna use that today. I'm gonna reach for something else. Let's see if I have another new mascara I can try. Haven't tried this yet. This is the Essence Volume Stylist 18-Hour Curl and Hold Mascara. Let's try this guy out, shall we? I believe Essence mascaras are like $3 or $5 depending on the formula. This is the brush. It's a little unusual. There's like no bristles on one side and then bristles everywhere else. Okay. This is one eye done. I'll go ahead and do the other one off camera real quick. All right, dreamers, I couldn't let my hair sit up in that towel any longer. I just had to take care of it. So let's move on to our final product of the video. I actually have two different lip products and I'm having a hard time deciding which one to use. Maybe we'll do this one first and then do this one, just so that we get to see both. How does that sound? Since I don't get to have you guys respond in real time, I just try to do my best. This first lip gloss is the Jordana Cosmic Glow Holographic Lip Gloss. It's really just duochrome. Holographic is like that silver box that those Wet n Wild brushes came in, that literally you turn it and see a rainbow. You don't see a rainbow in this, you just see a couple of different colors. But this is in the shade 4, Chromatic Peach. This has a bunch of little micro glitters and stuff in there, and I haven't opened this yet. It does have a traditional doe foot, it looks like. Or maybe it's kind of one of those chair ones a little bit. Looks a little bit like the Wet n Wild liquid lipstick one. Wow. I don't know if it's going to show on camera as vivid as it is in person. That's really pretty. It smells faintly of coconut. That is gorgeous. It doesn't look very peach in my opinion. It's more like pinky purple, the reflect I'm seeing, but let me know what you guys see if you see something a little different. It's not very sticky. I do like the texture of this gloss, but I'm gonna take it off just so we can try on the other one. I do like that the micro glitters are so small that you can't really see any specks of glitter. We'll see if that's still the case after I remove it. Yeah, I do see some, but nothing too major. I tend to stray from glittery glosses because they leave behind big chunks after they wear off, and it's kind of hard to get rid of. This second gloss that I have is the Soap & Glory Sexy Mother Pucker in the shade Super Peach. That one sounds like I'm gonna say something really, really naughty, but I promise it's just a lip gloss. So this one is supposed to have some plumping properties, so we'll see how intense it is. Oh my gosh, this smells like chocolate. Definitely prefer that to the coconut smell. I'm not much of a coconut fan, but that one wasn't offensive. It wasn't real strong. All right, it's not too much color to that one. I'm not feeling any buzzing yet, but I will keep you guys informed. This one is a little bit stickier. I can see little lines kind of forming, even though I didn't over apply this in any way. It's just kind of gathering. Oh, I'm starting to feel just a little bit of tingle. Why is it gathering up like that? See how it's doing that? It's just like separating. I don't like this. You see that? It's just separating. That's not good. Okay, I am starting to feel a little bit of a tingle, but this gloss is kind of gross. Like, why would anyone want their lips to look like that? Let's try it one more time, just make sure there wasn't some of the other gloss interfering or something, but let's try the Soap & Glory one more time. See if I can get it to not bunch up like that. I'm gonna kind of stir it just to make sure it's not separated in the tube. Maybe that's what's happening. I don't know. I feel like it's not that glossy. If I have to be that careful and put on so little, it's not that glossy. It just looks like I have balm on. See, that's how I want it to look. That feels a little better. I'm gonna have this on for a couple minutes and then, oh, nope. Look at that. I say 2 words and it's separated already. You see that? Ugh. This gloss is gross. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm someone who's opposed to gloss in any form of sticky anyway. Ooh, here comes the buzz. Oh my god. This is an intense lip plumper. Wow. Do you see that? Hate how this is like breaking up already. Are they trembling? It feels like they're trembling. It feels like my lips are buzzing. It feels like there's bumblebees inside my lips. That is a really bizarre sensation. I wouldn't say it's painful or incredibly hot. I don't like those kinds of tingling, plumping sensations. I just don't deal well with that. I'm someone who will start to sweat if something just feels too like cinnamon-y on the lips. But this totally just feels like I have bumblebees flying around inside my lips, like just buzzing. But look at how, ugh, I can't keep talking and looking at myself with this on. I'm sorry. Nope. My lips do look plumper and more red than when we started. You know what? Let's try yet another new product, shall we? I haven't shown you guys these on camera yet. These are the new Color Riche Shine lipsticks from L'Oreal. This is in the shade Varnished Rosewood 904. I love this. This is a perfect color for me. This is a very thin balm-like lipstick, so maybe if you have very pigmented lips, stay away from the more nude ones because they do need some building up to really be visible, but I think the more medium shades are just gorgeous. This is my personal favorite of the colors that I picked up. Welcome to the surprise check-in at the end of this video. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this or not. I just wanted to update you guys on how I'm feeling about the makeup so far. I really love this foundation. I was not expecting to, but I'm really liking this. It's not settling or doing anything weird. I'm not extra shiny, though it is kind of a dewy finish. And I don't think I mentioned this during the try-on portion of this video, but aside from my under eyes and a little bit on the center of my forehead, I did not set this foundation at all. I did apply some powder products, but nothing skipped or applied weird or anything, though this is kind of a luminous or radiant finish. I also don't think I mentioned what shade I'm wearing, but this is the shade 107A Cream Ivory. It's described as their light medium with a warm undertone. But they have a really convenient little coupon located on the display for this foundation that's $1 off, so that's how I was able to get this for $9. I believe its retail value is $10, but there's a coupon code on there, and on there there's a translucent peel off thing that has little dots that are the different colors of the different foundations. So they're saying like whatever dots disappear when you put that sticker on your hand, that's your shade. And so that's how I was able to pick a pretty accurate match for myself. Food delivery. There's a dog in there.
Yeah, there is.
Thanks. Thankfully it's Darcy and she's rubber. I just had some dinner and I'm still hungry because I skipped lunch, so I'm having a little bit more food. It looks delicious. Do you want to see it? I wish you could smell it, but it's delicious. The foundation I'm really liking. I do have some that has disappeared on the sides of my nose. I have a sinus infection right now. I expected as much. But otherwise, I really do enjoy this. I will say that for those of you, my skin tone, if you have a more cool undertone but you have a similar depth to mine, this color is going to be a little too dark. It's borderline too dark for me. This is in the shade Gilded Glow. This is their liquid highlighter that we tried today, and I love this, especially topped with another highlighter. I was playing around with the different shadows. I added some more from the Comfort Zone down on my lower lash line. I put the more olive-toned green on my more inner portion of the lower lash line and was playing around with this deep burgundy that ended up looking more like a black. So I'll be interested to see this shade on the outer corner of the lid to see if it turns out black or if it actually has some of that burgundy or ruby undertone to it. If you have played around with that, let us know your findings down below. Again, my opinion is not the only one that matters. I would love to hear from you guys too. I also topped my brightening shadow in the middle of this halo eye with a little bit of this Blossom Glow highlighting powder from Wet n Wild. I was just curious to see a little bit more color from it, so I put a little on my finger and dabbed that on. There are some little shimmers in there, but it's not like chunks of glitter. So in my opinion, it's tastefully done. I'm so thrilled with how this looks. I'm so excited to try this on its own so I can see what it looks like without a base beneath it. This again is that Master Chrome in the shade Molten Rose Gold. I will keep you guys updated on all of these products in the description box down below as I continue wearing them. So keep looking there if you would like updated reviews. As far as the lip color is concerned, this wasn't a first impression by any means, but I have been wearing this quite a bit. This is that color Riche by L'Oreal in the shade Varnished Rosewood. This does wear off gracefully. It is something that needs to be reapplied, but it's worth it in my opinion. I am liking this primer as well. I was concerned that something illuminating, like this Physicians formula one we tried out, would draw a lot of attention to my pores, but I feel like if anything, my pores look incredibly minimized in this area, which is where I tend to struggle or notice them more depending on the formula of foundation that I'm using. So far, that's a great one. I'm going to continue using that, and again, updates down below. Let me know. Have you purchased any of these items or any of them on your list? Are you looking for them? That does conclude this video for us. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave me a like down below so that I know that you guys enjoy these types of videos. That helps me out a ton. And subscribe if you're new around here. If you haven't seen me before, I would love to have you back. I do put out 2 beauty videos every week. Plus, I've been doing this for a little while, so we've got a backlog of about about 70 or so videos for you to catch up on if you haven't been here for a while. I do have some playlists organized for you depending on what you might be into, so definitely check those out. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day or evening wherever you are. Keep dreaming, and I hope to see you in my next video.